Yeah, hi team. Good evening, everyone. Please wait for 5 minutes. We'll start the sessions.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Just give me a few minutes to start. Priyanka, can you check like anyone is getting issue to join or everyone is good to join now?
So few are still joining. Just wait for 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so it's already 5 minutes late. Let me share my desktop. Let me introduce myself to every one of you. I'm Rajneesh and I'm located in New Jersey. I'm giving training almost from 15 years on various technologies. I started with database and then later on I started giving training on ETL, different tools and cloud. And now we are giving training on various cloud-based tools and technologies. So your boot camp is based on giving you guys just some idea about ETL and how it works on cloud, what is basically function of ETL, and where you can see yourself if you are having good idea about the ETL tool. So before moving forward, I just want to know from you guys as well, what is your background, location, so that it will be easy for me to go over detail or level of learning, or just giving you superficial idea, because there will be some prerequisite to learn ETL. So if you want to learn this tool, you need to have database knowledge and some knowledge in Unix scripting also. That's the prerequisite to learn any ETL tool. Okay. So if you guys can just message your location, and if you know SQL or you don't know, that will be enough for me to get the idea from you guys. Okay. So you guys can just message in the chat box. Let me get some idea about you guys, and then we'll move forward. We are giving training mostly in US, Canada, and all these regions. And in India also, we have started from last 2 years. So we have multiple locations, and most of the time we do in EST evening time. Okay. But just looking into the timing and all these things, this batch, this bootcamp batch, we are conducting in EST daytime, just to cater various location of people. Okay, so I got some of the message that few of you are already working in Power Center, but you want to learn IDMC, so that's good. Any one of you don't have any idea about SQL? Any one of you, you can just message me. That
So what is
will be
IDMC?
IDMC is basically, if you guys might be knowing, Informatica tool. So this is just the most recent version of Informatica tool. Basically, first IICS came, and then this IDMC basically kind of capturing all the component of Informatica. So first it came with Informatica Cloud, and then it came with IICS. And now IDMC is catering lot of components of Informatica basically. So now it's scattered some of the intelligent services, some of the management tool, some of the application integration. So that's why the combined they have given name like Informatica Intelligent Data Management Cloud. It's little big name, but you will learn, whoever work in ETL, you mostly might worked on data transformation, right? But in IDMC, you will get data quality, data governance and cataloging, and master data management, API integration, and you will get some data lineage related options also. So that's the combination of all these things, is just one tool on cloud, and that is IDMC. We will focus here more on data integration component of IDMC here. That's where almost 90% of developer works. But if you will need to know more about all other tools, you can let me know. And this is just the bootcamp to give you some idea about tools, technology. So we'll not be able to cover in much detail here. But yeah, of course, you will get some idea out of that. I got one message that there are many guys are freshers. So as I said, you will need to know first SQL and then you can learn this tool. We facilitate SQL training also. Okay, so whoever is interested, you guys can let me know. So let me, if any one of you have any question, concern, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll move forward. Anyone? No? Okay. So let's try to understand first what are the components I can make you enrich at Vani. Okay. So Vani, we are catering a lot of various tools, and if I can just give you little quick overview about our reach, like what are the things we are covering. So let me just log in here. So all of you will get access on our this LMS portal, guys. Okay. Where if you want to see the courses, you can see the various courses, whatever we cover, like Azure, database, ETL, Python, PySpark, and this is basically high-level categories, and inside that, a lot of different subcategories also there. And whoever want to learn, suppose if you want to just learn any of the tool, you will have to register that first. For an example, if any one of you want to learn SQL, right? So we have SQL course also here. And this each courses we divide into 4 parts, like level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Any one fresher and don't have any idea about IT, they can start with level 1. Okay. Level 1, if you will see, each level we divide into multiple small topics, and that is called mile. Okay. And if you will see here, what are the things going to cover here? So you can see different label, what are the topics we are covering. Okay. All together in SQL course, we have 150 miles. 150 miles means you will be learning 150 topics in SQL. Out of that, some of the miles we just put for interview preparation also. If I can go back and show you mile, suppose journey 1, mile or journey, in some of the course you will see journey, and some of the course you will see miles. Okay. Now, for an example, if I can go to basic clause, right? So basic clause, you will get here what are things you are going to learn in this one, and some of the basic idea about select from. And then you will have here assignment to do, as well as you can do exam also. Okay. So once I will give you some idea about IDMC today, we'll go to IDMC course and we'll do some of the assignment here. Okay. You can see here level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So we are just going to do at least 1 or 2 miles once I will finish some of the topic in IDMC. Okay. So let's try to understand what are the component we have in IDMC. So basically it is a cloud tool. Previously, if any one of you have some idea about Informatica Power Center, right? So Power Center, how it works, Power Center will be stored, installed on a server, and any developer has to install client, Informatica client, and then they were connecting, right? Giving the server name, port number, user password. So that's how you were configuring domain, and then giving user password, you were connecting to server through client. Now, as you know, it's cloud world. So now we don't create repository basically. There will be substitute of repository called secure agent. So secure agent can be installed at remote server or it can be installed at any cloud platform. Got it? And whatever the metadata will be there, that will be stored on the cloud server itself. Now you can see here, whenever any extract happen from source, transformation will happen on fly itself, and then data will be loaded to the target. Got it? So basically, there are multiple components of IDMC. One is CDI, and that's where I told you 90% of people works on this component, data integration part. Then there is another component called CAI. What is this CAI all about? So from last 15 years, reading data from any portal, website, any cloud CRM system, it's increased rapidly, right? 15 years back or 10 years, even 10 years back also, most of the time there were source either file or database. But nowadays, if you will see, you will have lot of sources. You have to read from any portal or load data at any portal. Portal in the sense website. Got it? So just to connect to different portals and all, Informatica created a separate component itself called Cloud Application Integration. So here, apart from connecting to a portal, it has configured few more services where you can create some event. Event in the sense, suppose if any file arrived, you have to trigger the job, or whenever any data loaded, you want to send an email to user. All these things you can do in Cloud Application Integration component. The third one, the Cloud Data Quality component. Here, basically, we check the quality of data in the sense, suppose you are getting customer address, and there is high chance that if it is freehand address, means on any many portals, you might have seen putting address manually, right? Many places you will see drop down bar to select the city, address, zip code, and all these. But many places you will see freehand address, means you can just go and write the address by yourself. So in that case, there is high chance that there may be address wrong information will be there, or suppose city is there but zip code is not matching, right? Estate there but estate city is not matching, or we may get duplicate records. Got it? So just to check it out, all these things, we use data quality. Any one of you can tell me what may be the benefit of this data quality thing? Any one of you here in this class? Why we have to spend a lot of money on this data quality component? Why company has to spend money on this? What may be the reason to do data quality check? Basically, what's the benefit out of that? Anyone?
Data must be consistent across all the systems.
So what is the benefit of that? Suppose data is consistent, how any company is getting benefit, or where company can get loss? So that's the question I have, guys. From your answer is correct, of course, but if I can get some more idea from any one of you. One of you asking SQL playlist. Yeah, as I have shown you, we have SQL course also, which we teach in online class, or you can go through by yourself. Yeah, so let's come back to this data quality thing. Let me give you one example, guys. See, many companies send promotion letter, right, to lot of customers, or they send the bill, or I'm just giving you one of example, okay, of wrong address. So one of the company, I'm not going to tell the name though, 3 years back, they published one report saying they have to send letter to the customer or to potential customers for promotion and all these things, almost 8 millions of letter in one shot, 8 to 10 millions. Got it? And that was not included in all of their department. In one department they we are talking about. What they published, that 200 address was wrong in that. Now you can think of sending a letter is cost here $1.50. So cost of one letter is $1.50 plus their employees work, put the letter in envelope and then send to that particular address, right? You might be surprised to know that lot of companies, they don't keep employee to send letter to their customer or potential customer. There is a third party company also. There are a lot of third party companies who just work to send the letter to their customer. Got it? So suppose if they got 300,000 wrong address, and you can calculate $1.50. So it's 450,000, and then 50,000 they are paying to the company. So almost $500,000 loss is straightforward. due to wrong address. And when they have calculated, they published it that they got loss of almost $25 million due to this wrong address. Because the letter has not delivered anywhere, they just have to destroy at post office. Got it? Because it was not having correct address where the letter will go. So that is one of the example to clean the address data. And likewise address, there may be many duplicate address of the customer also. For an example, one place, suppose there were some spelling mistake in a state name. One place there were some mistake in zip code, right? So how like in that case, what we do, we compare all the address and check if any duplicate is there or not. But since it's little different, right? Suppose the state name is little different, zip code is little different, then it's not duplicate, but in fact, it's the same address. So what we do in data quality, first of all, we clean the address and then filter out duplicate address. Now the question is how we clean, right? So cleanup will be done based on comparing with main address, means master address data. Suppose the city name is matching 90% or 95%. It means it's the same city, but it has a spelling mistake. It's very interesting actually. So we'll go over next topic, and if I will get some time, I will touch up upon in this CDI also, okay? CDQ. Now let's move to another component of IDMC. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. So another component is cloud mass in JSON. So what we do of this component is basically if we have to transfer huge number of data from on-premise server to cloud server. Got it? Now, cloud data marketplace, it is store and share data set easily to different domains. There is one data governance catalog and data lineage tool also. Basically, this tool will tell you that if any source, any target is getting used in how many components of IDMC and what are the columns are getting used where. Got it? So that's the component of IDMC all about, guys. Now let's try to get some idea about why we have to use IDMC. What is important about that? So basically, IDMC we use to collect data from various sources, transform it, clean it, and then load to the target. And once the data will get loaded to the target, from there, report can be generated by any reporting tool. Okay. And then there are many components in data integration tool basically. So what are the types of transformation we can do here? We can do any data formatting or filter the data or sort data, aggregate data, join data, and all these things. That I will show you on the way when I'm going to show you some code. Got it? So that's about some overview about this IDMC tool. And now we are going to log into the tool. Okay. But before moving forward, guys, how many of you have subscribed or follow our channel on Insta, YouTube, or Facebook? Everyone is following it or no? Any one of you don't follow here? So if you don't do so, you can do that. There is benefit out of that. We run 5 quizzes on daily basis. So you will get Python, SQL, Azure, Snowflake, Databricks, all these quizzes on daily basis. And if you want to know the correct answer also, right, you can go on YouTube. There you can log into our channel, Vani Technology LLC. You will get the quizzes. You can go to quizzes section. And if you will do the quiz, you will get correct answer also there. Got it? Now let's log into IDMC and let me show you how it looks like. So first of all, you have to go to this URL, okay? And you have to give user and password, and that's how you will log in. So basically, this is a data integration component where you will see data integration, administrator, monitor, and operational insights. Most of the time, suppose in IDMC, if 100 people are working, so 98 people will be working on data integration component itself. Okay? 2 people may be working on administrator part. And for any developer, 2 components are very important: data integration and monitor. Got it? So let me give you some idea about administrator, or we can do it tomorrow. Let's first get some idea on data integration. So let's try to understand some part of first this cloud services, how it works. So basically, when you are going to work on any cloud platform, suppose this is where you are working right now, and whatever operation you will do, that will be stored on a server, which is remote. And that we call it as cloud, right? Because it's basically remote server, but it's organized in such a way that it will run very fast and you don't have to worry for their maintenance and all these. We take separate cloud class also, guys. There we are one bootcamp just few weeks back. That bootcamp, if you want, you can just go and surf YouTube channel for getting some idea about cloud. Okay. And there we have covered some of the Azure topics also. So basically in cloud, there are 3 different component: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. So where you want to use all the tools as a services, we go with this SaaS option. Got it? And this IDMC fall under this particular category. Now, let me just show you some of the introduction about this IDMC component. So here, basically, there are 4 components. One at the admin side, okay, at the server side. So whenever you are going to work as a developer, you will not have to worry on these components, but basically internally these components work, and this is work of administrator. Got it? So whenever you are going to work as a developer, you will see these many different types of tasks you may have to perform. Got it? We'll go on look into the tool also, but I just want to give you some idea theoretically also, because in interview you may get some theoretical question also. So if you will see the architecture of this IDMC tool, so this is where you are working very comfortably in your home, right? And when you will start working as an ETL developer, this is what situation you will have. So you will work on your laptop. Basically, your laptop will be connected through internet to Informatica cloud server. Got it? An Informatica cloud server will either get data from source system or load data to source system. And it will use REST API application just to connect to different application. And from here, it will connect to different source, target, and all these. Got it? So, and one of the component will store your metadata also. Metadata in the sense, the information about your code. Got it? So theory part is always boring, right? It's very boring or little bit boring, guys. I'm moving little faster because I just got only 2 days to explain you lot of things. That's why if you are not getting much out of that, we'll give you IICS level 1 access to all of you. Okay? You can go over these journey comfortably. Now, let's go to the tool and see what are things we have here to explore. First, when you logged in, I came to data integration component. Anytime you can switch over to any of the component. But first, let's try to understand what it is. Here you have the first thing, just to create a new component. Means what are new things you can create? You can create, let's start with mapping, okay? So you can create mapping. What is mapping actually? So mapping is the component who can read data from source, do the transformation, and load data to the target. Got it? So going just if moving forward, just let's 2 minutes break, okay? And then we'll go to practical part. I'm giving you guys 2 minutes break, okay? Thanks.
Hi everyone. I have shared the link of our page for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Can everyone please follow our page right now?
Okay, guys, I'm back. Hopefully, everyone is here. Before moving to practical part, if any one of you have any question, concern, just you can unmute yourself or you can message it. Okay. It's always better to ask question. And here I'm not charging you guys anything for this 2 days class. Okay. This is just a free gift to all of you guys. It's the just knowledge gift. But only thing is, if you want to make out of that, you have to be little serious about learning and keep asking me more and more question. And later also you have our portal access. So you can, we are going to give you access to all of you at vani.com, IICS. And whoever will need access on SQL, you guys can let us know too. Label 1, we don't charge anything for any of the course. Okay. Either it is Azure, Python, SQL, Informatica. It's just free for audience. Okay. So now let's move forward, guys, and let's see what are the components we have here, and then we'll do some um, practical coding also, apart from theoretical one. So only these many things you can create here, okay, in data integration component. So now let's try to understand what are these components all about, okay? So mapping is basically taking data from source, transform it, and load to the target. Now the question is, what is that particular source? What is the target? And what kind of transformation, right? So since all of you know the database, so if I can take one of the table here from database. Let me grab one of the table. So for the MPS, let me see how much data we have here. So we don't have anything in this table. So there is one table called EMP-SRC, right? And if you can just write the query also. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this table as source, okay? But why I'm going to use this table as source? Because I have a table called EMP TGT. So there is a table called EMP TGT. And what I want to do of this table is I want to load data into this table. What is the table name, guys? EMP underscore TGT. So how many records do you see right now here in this table? There are 2 records, right? And in this table, I have 4. What I want to load data from this EMP SRC table to EMP TZT table. That is my requirement, guys. Hope all of you are clear about my requirement, right? So now what ETL is going to do here? So your source is EMP SRC and target is EMP TZT. In between, we have IDMC tool. So what this IDMC is going to do then? IDMC is going to take data from here. It will bring to Informatica server, cloud server, and load data to this target. This is what use of IDMC. Then anyone can ask me, right, that, hey, I can load directly from this table to this table. What's the big deal? I will just write insert into and I'd select table name and then select table this name and it will simply insert here, right? But it's that's the one of way. Of course, we can do that. But think about the situation when this table is in different database and this table is in different database. Then you cannot insert directly data from this EMP-SRC to EMP-TZT. Clear to all of you? So this is one of the simplest example though, but you can make some information out of that. So basically difference between IICS and IDMC is IDMC is the older version of this IICS is older version of IDMC. Got it? So that's the difference. In IICS, all the component we are not covered actually, but in IDMC, they have integrated all the Informatica components. Got it? So when we have created our course, you might have seen here IICS itself, right? So when we created our course, that time it was IICS, but now it's changed to IDMC. Okay, we will also change this one very soon, but this is a picture, so we have to go change it and then put it. Now, I hope all of you understood the requirement. So this time what we are going to do, we are not changing anything in the data, simply dump means take the data from here and load here. Let's do one simple task and then we'll make it little bit more complex. Okay, so go back to data integration. Now, hopefully all of you understood what is use of this mapping component. Then any one of you can ask me, hey, why the name mapping? Why not source to target? Any one of you can give me this answer? Why the component name is mapping? The better name could be source to target, right? It could look much better also. Source and number 2 and target, right? What is my like idea here? Instead of mapping, they should write very stylish kind of name, right? Source to target. This could look much better, right? But why they gave the name mapping? It looks like little bit simple name, right? Any one of you have some idea? No?
We need to link or map the columns from source to target. Maybe that's the reason it is referred as mapping.
You have good idea. Then why you joined this class? Looks like you have good idea on this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have worked on Informatica Power Center. I want to learn ISPS
Okay.
as well.
Got it. Got it. Okay. That's very good answer. And that was showing that, okay, Priya have good knowledge about ETL tool. Okay, that's good. And one of you asking me that, hey, please share the agenda of today's and tomorrow ICS bootcamp. Of course, sir. Today we are just going to do very simple mapping. We will do one or two. And tomorrow I'm going to cover few complex transformation because in this class there are a lot of fresher guys here. So I will just try to show you 70% theoretically, 25% practically. Okay. So this is the agenda for these 2 days. Today is the simple transformation, tomorrow little bit advanced transformation. So all of you understood now. So why the name mapping? The reason behind is, of course, it's source to target. But you can see here, right? We have how many columns here? Employee ID, first name, last name, salary, department ID. And what about target? Target having EID, E-name, E-cell. So how you will load data from EMPSRC to MPTGT? So basically you will need to load column to column, right? So you will need to load column to column data from source to target. So when you are going to load data from this EMPSRC to MPTGT, you need to know that, hey, which column of source I'm going to load which column of target, right? So you can see in target, there are only 3 columns, EID, ename, and ecell. Whereas in the source, we have EMP ID, first name, last name, salary, department ID. So basically, you have to map source to target column actually. So now any one of you can tell me, out of these 5 columns in the source, which column look like a better column to load EID column in target, guys? Any one of you? Anyone?
Employee ID.
Correct. So EID will be loaded by employee ID. What about e-name? Any one of you? And guys, all of you participate here. So see, I can see 25, 24 people, but I can get answered just only from few of you. I understood your point that you just joined. Hey, let's see what's going on here, right? Let's go and test what kind of knowledge you are getting from Vani and if it is good or not satisfied. But when you are in class, let's use out of that, just uh, participate in the session, and then it will be more comfortable for you and me both. And then I will understand, okay, you guys are getting the concept. So, which column, any one of you can tell me, ename to load ename column, which is better column out of these 5?
Concatenating first name and last name columns.
Oh, that will be little bit more complex. So let's use only first name for time being. And for ESAL, I'm going to use salary. Many of you are not answering back. I know the reason, because many of you think, hey, why I'm asking you that much simple question, right? So why this is looks like, yeah, of course, we can use first name or last name into ename column. What's the big deal to ask the question? So I'm asking question, guys. I just want to see your seriousness and how fast you can answer, and if you can participate in the meeting or not. Because whenever you will join any IT company, and if you have some meeting going on there, you will have to, you should speak up something. You should not be just completely mute a spectator there. So that is one of the reasons to ask you simple question. Got it? Okay. So now we got the logic also that employee ID going to load EID, first name going to load to ename, and salary will be loaded to eSal. So basically we map source column to target column, right? So then only data will be loaded. So basically out, like apart from the source to target, I could have write also here mapping of source column to target column. But writing this much big component name, it could be very much lengthy, right? That's why whoever we are developing Informatica tool, they just took this one simple word out of that. Just the mapping, okay? Means mapping for what? Mapping from source to target, and then source column to target column. Now, when we do the mapping, in between itself, transformation comes. What transformation does basically? So transformation transform the data source to target. So if you are going to change first name to uppercase or lowercase and load in ename, or you want to filter out some of the records, all these things you can do in transformation. Okay. So now let's log into the tool and see what's going on here. So I'm just going to create, and now you can see source and target, right? Source, any one of you remember which table I'm using as source here? So source I'm going to use as EMP-SRC, right? So let's go here to source and go to the source component, and connection I will explain you guys. Connection is basically to connect to the database. So this is the EMP-SRC table we have to use, right? So I'm going to use this EMP-SRC as source. And now target, let's see what is my target table name. So target table name is EMP_TGT. Got it? So go here and get the target table name from the same connection. Basically, you can see here, I connected to Sandbox, right? So I created the same connection name here as Sandbox and just select the object. My object name is EMP_TGT. Okay, so select it. And once you have selected your source and target, then you have to go to check how many target field you got. So I got 3. And this is the most important component, guys. you will have to map source to target. Got it? So you just have to drag and drop here. Okay. EMP-ID and just use first name and use Sal. Once done, just say save. It means you are done with this component. Now let's try to run it. And you can see here, mapping failed. But what may be the reason for failing it? You cannot run mapping 8 because you don't have execute privilege on the mapping. Got it? So whenever we create any component or any new user, we have to have execute privilege on that particular mapping. Got it? So I created the mapping 8, but I don't have privilege. So that's why the mapping failed. Got it? So I will explain you all these admin component and all in tomorrow's session. But today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some more transformation out of that here. I will show you how to create a user, how to give privilege, where you can see the error and all these. So now let's see if I want to filter out some of the data in the sense I don't want to load all the data in the target. Got it? So this is the filter transformation you can bring in between here. And if you will go to the filter, you can write the filter condition. So you can just write here like this. I want salary should be greater than, suppose, 4,000. Got it? So this is how you will use filter. Likewise, we have many transformations. We have expression. What is use of expression? Let me just show you that also. Expression can format the data. So what it does, if you want to change any data to uppercase, lowercase, or init cap, or if you want to split the column into two parts and all these, you can use expression. How we can do that? So if you want to change, suppose the name column to uppercase. So what we can do? We can write out underscore upper underscore name and just say okay, and precision and all, check whatever coming from source, we need to give similar. So here, if you will see, your first name size is 30, last name 30. And we are using first name to load target, right? So in expression, we should kind of give this column always greater or less than that. So since we are just going to change to upper, or so we'll give 30. So we always give equal to or greater than input port. Got it? Now, if you want to configure it, so what I want to do, guys, here, I want to change into uppercase. Which one? First name. Got it? And now if you will go to target, so what is my port name where I change the incoming port to uppercase? It is first name, right? Out upper underscore name. and we are changing first name to uppercase. When you will go to target, what I want in field mapping, I don't want to load this first name port. I want to load this out upper name port because I want to change the first name value to uppercase. So if you will try to bring it here, it is not going to override it, right? So first of all, you have to unmap it, okay? Now it got unmapped, and what we have to do now? We have to map the port, okay? And once you saved, then you are good to go. Got it? So likewise, these are the simplest transformation, guys. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do, I will explain you few more transformation, and I will take you to admin component where I will show you today. Intentionally, I have not went to admin component and shown you how we can create the user and how to grant the privilege. See, right now I'm able to create the code, right? But I'm not able to execute the code. So I will show you, like, for any developer who will have just access to create, and then any other user can have access to execute the code. Or if the same developer will have the access to create, execute, debug, and all these. So we'll touch up the admin component tomorrow. Okay. So I don't want to give you too much information today itself, guys. So today I have explained you some of the component that IDMC, what are the things you can do. And then in data integration component, we have data integration monitor admin, and mostly you will work on data integration component. Okay. So we'll give you access for the portal on tomorrow, and you guys can do a little bit practice. Okay. And if you want to go ahead and learn very much detail level, you guys can let us know that too. So join tomorrow at same link and same time. And tomorrow will be a little bit longer class though. So at least it will be 1.5 hours. Okay. Thanks everyone.
Sir, just one question. What about the
Yes.
fee structures? So if you want to control.
Fee structure and all you
Yeah,
can
I'm
coordinate with
asking.
Priyanka. It's yours. So what you want to learn, it depends on that. So either you want to learn only IDMC or you want to learn SQL also. So it depends what are things you want to learn and move forward. So we'll put accordingly in these batches. Okay. So Priyanka is the better person. You can talk. And apart from,
Okay.
guys, this IDMC, we are going to start very soon Databricks class. Many of you might have heard about very hot tool in market also. That is Databricks. So there we are going to cover Python, PySpark, Azure ADF, and then Databricks. So that will be one of the Azure cloud package. Okay, so any other question, any one of you? No?
Uh, for this one, we are continuing. Do you have any syllabus like PDF or anything? Can we like get that one? What's
Yeah, of
going
course.
to be
So
covered here
let's do
like that?
correct. So let me share my desktop once more. I can quickly show you. So this is our portal, guys. So any one of you can go to vaanii.com, and once you will log in there, what you have to do, let me show you the process. you have to sign up first as the new user, and then you can give all your information. Once you will sign up, then log in here using your user and password. And once you will log in, you will come to this dashboard. Basically, for you, it will be fully blank. Okay. This dashboard says that what are the course you have opted and how much percentage you have completed and all these. And you will have to go to browse courses. And what you can do there, you have to go to ETL tool. In ETL tool, since you are going to learn this IDMC IICS, so just click on label 1. Okay. So you will get the syllabus and all these things, and then choose the batch here, basically. So you will have one bootcamp batch here, IDMC bootcamp underscore November or October, and then you select that particular bootcamp batch and send the request. Okay. So we will approve your request, and once your request will be approved, you can come to My Courses section, and whatever approved course you have, you will get it like this. Now, IDMC, this IICS level 1, you will get access, and you will have many transformations here, like filtered expression, sorter, task, mapping task, and all these. And very first one, you will get the syllabus. Okay, so let me just show you. Actually, for each and every journey, you have 5 sections in bottom saying that video, lessons, assignment, and exam. Got it? So if you will go to lesson section, you have the syllabus here. Okay. So just register here and you will get free of cost access on our learning portal, and you will have all the basic transformations in very detail with video also. Okay. So you guys can try it out. Plus you can do exam assignments also. So if you want to do assignment, you can go to assignment section and do that. If you want to do exam, so exam page will come like this. So you can start the exam here and it will take you to the exam section. Got it? You can just keep selecting the answer. And if you will give the correct answer, let's see what will happen. If incorrect, what will happen then? And submit answer. And if you are correct, you will pass. Otherwise, your car will crash like this. Okay. So this is very interactive portal, guys. You can just go register here and send the access for IICS level 1. Okay. So you will have all the detail, not only the syllabus, you will have multiple topics also. And Priyanka, what you can do, you can send the syllabus as a PDF also, whoever will have needed. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And if possible, Priyanka, just send to everyone the PDF how to log into portal and get the access.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thanks all of you. We'll see you tomorrow at same time. Thanks everyone.